Hey everyone, so today we're going to be creating these beautiful nails and you can see my beautiful picture there done by the absolutely amazingly talented Bethany Stockell. She is like my bestest friend. We FaceTime all the time and she's just crazy talented, like off the scale talented. That picture there was hand drawn and she's also a nail artist. I can't rave about her enough. She's just started this fantastic nail blog that will be so helpful with all crazy advice, hints, tips. So I'm going to leave all her accounts in the description box, so her Instagram and her blog. Make sure you go and check it out because she is just invaluable to learn from. Honestly, I'm really honoured to call her one of my best friends. Okay, so enough of the soppiness. We are now going to get straight into the nails. So I've already sanitised my hands and my client's hands, and we started off doing a design. The colour that I originally started to put on, she didn't like, so we had to then remove and start again. So that completely threw me. But I'm going in now with Pink Rat, and it is a gorgeous pink glitter from Glam and Glitz. And I will leave the links to the store that I purchased mine in the description box. And then once I'm happy with that, I will then go ahead and cap that nail in CJP crystal glass. On the ring finger here, I'm just going to create a smile line with Amor, making sure I'm blending in the back of that bead with the tip of my brush so there is no visible lines or shadows when we go in and blend the cuticle bead in. Trying to keep it nice and neat and build a nice high wall so that when I put my acrylic up to that, it will be nice and crisp when we file it. I'm not paying too much attention because I'm going to file this crisp anyway, so I'm just kind of getting a rough idea and a rough wall, and then I will obviously refine with the file before we go ahead and apply our free edge colour. The cuticle bead is always the same, placed at the cuticle area, using the tip of my brush to keep it away from any cuticle area or side walls, and then blending that bead into the existing product. Just showing you there from the side view what I mean by when I say the wall of acrylic. You need that quite high. So as I said about the colour, the first colour that we put on the nail that the client hated, I don't know if you ever get it, then the whole set just goes to pot and it just, everything that could go wrong went wrong, and it was driving me absolutely crazy. So the application looks pretty sloppy. It was literally just one of them days. So I'm going back, making sure I'm pinching the previous nails. And then on this middle finger, it is a glow acrylic from Glam and Glitz, and it's called Twinkle Twinkle. And it glows like a beautiful purpley blue colour. And I'm just building the nail up with this, and then I will encapsulate that as well, but I just cut it out because it was driving me mad watching it. It was just horrific. You know, we all have bad days, and today was definitely a bad day. So yeah, I'm just stroking that into place with my brush, trying to keep it as neat as I can. And then I will go back and file the smile line. So I'm putting my file upwards, making sure that that angle is nice and flat, and that I'm filing onto the smile line and not down onto the acrylic, or putting any stress on that tip area. I'm literally just pushing that file right up to that smile line, filing that wall nice and crisp, and then I'm going to go in with Pink Rat and apply this glitter all over the free edge of this French tip. When that's all in place, I will then go and cap the glitter in crystal glass. Then what I'm going to do is, when I'm happy with where all that product is placed, I'm going to leave that just to dry for probably about 30 seconds. And then I'm going to go in with some netting. I got this netting from Young Nails like so many years ago, and I've never used it. And obviously the whole netting trend has come in, so obviously it's getting used. And I'm just going to indent that into the free edge. And as you can see, when I tried to pull it out, the middle chunk of the acrylic came off with it. So I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to stick it back on. Honestly, I'm not even lying. This whole set was a nightmare. I absolutely hate it, but hey ho. And then what I'm going to do is go in with Twinkle Twinkle and just really wet, put that into them cracks and netting imprint that we've created. And then I will leave that and move on to the next finger. So I'm going in with my cuticle bead of Amor from CJP and then just blending that down, feathering it down the free edge of the nail. And then I will go in with Pinkarat and Twinkle Twinkle and just create kind of like a sidewards, slanty, marbly kind of nail. So when the nails were fully set, I filed, shaped and buffed. I've cleaned away all the dust and now I'm going in with this stunning teardrop Swarovski crystal from Nails by Annabelle. Her link is in the description box. It is the same link for the Glam and Glitz and the Kiara Sky No Wipe Top Coat. I'm then just turning my client's hand around to make sure that it's even and in the centre of the nail. And I'm then just going to go in with some more smaller Swarovskis to make kind of like a tiara, teardrop kind of flow to the nail, just around that cuticle area and slightly up the side walls. I'm using my Crystal Ease from CJP to pick up my crystals. It makes the job a doddle. It's very much like the Crystal Katana, but it is £12 and it's just an absolute steal. The link to all CJP products is also in the description box. Hopefully international shipping will be starting very soon. We're just waiting for a unit to get finished and then it will be available in the US. So that's exciting. And then I'm just going in on this middle finger here and placing a couple of smaller Swarovskis around a pink Swarovski. And then when I'm happy with that, I will go ahead and top coat the nails. So the top coat that I'm using is Kiara Sky No Wipe Top Coat, and I'm just going in applying a nice generous amount, not too much because it's quite thick anyway, making sure I'm just capping that free edge as well. And then I'm just going to put that under that slight raise of that crystal to make sure that stays nice in place. And then making sure I'm not going over my Swarovskis because you will lose the cut if you go over them with your top coat. So when all of they were top coated, I cured in the lamp for 60 seconds, took them out, allowed them to cool, and then I will go in with some cuticle oil. And then that will be this finished set. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it was such a disaster, but the end result was really nice and I was really happy with it. If you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do. It means so much to me. I love you all, and I'll see you all again in my next one.